Happy Thursday, guys. So I'm no longer going to try and have any kind of predetermined like idea for the week of what I'm going to talk about because everything changes, right? Energy is fluid and you never know what's going to happen from day to day. So today I'm going to talk about, and I've always been a spiritual teacher. So that's what interests me more than anything because everything is energy and information. Information creates structure, and then structure dictates how much energy you can move. So I'm going to tell you kind of like a little bit of backstory today about me, and it will hopefully it will help you to better understand yourself because that's why we have these little chats, right? So um very empathic. I've always been very empathic. So when you're growing up and you're very empathic and you can feel other people's responses, let's say if I accidentally hurt somebody, I get an immediate backlash of an emotional response of where I'm causing someone pain. So you end up closing yourself off, right? You end up guarding your energy and you end up being very loving and you always care about people, but you end up being so closed off and guarded that you don't, your relationships always end up being dysfunctional. And so what you end up doing, and this is what happened to me when I was really young, and for years and years and years, and you end up being a people pleaser, right? Because you can see uh always trying to make people happy because you can feel their emotional state so intimately, but at the same time you're not allowing anything in. So this happened for years and years and years for me, right? And so you end up accidentally and unintentionally triggering pretty much every group you get into because you're always, and you end up kind of um, spending out of an empty well all the time because you're constantly trying to make everybody happy around you, but you're not allowing anything in. And so your well is empty, right? You're not, you're so guarded because people will unintentionally do something and you can feel them. Like if they're unintentionally causing you pain, you can feel the pain that they're causing themselves, and that usually they're not even conscious of it. And so a lot of times you'll just stay guarded and say, okay, I'm not going to allow that energy in at all. And so I see that a lot in, especially for empaths in the spiritual community. They end up being guarded in a lot of ways and they don't understand why. And then there's the vice versa. So there's the empath, and then there's the empath who is the unintentional narcissist, right? Where you're allowing everything in. And so I've seen this too, where you're allowing everything in, but you're closed off on giving anything out because uh, it's a one-way relationship. And so you'll end up being so polluted this way because you're allowing every kind of energy in, and then you're unconscious of what it's doing to the outside world because you're never putting anything out to get that feedback of what that is. So it's the unintentional narcissist. Narcissism is a thing, but you don't realize that you're doing it in a lot of ways because you're never getting that feedback loop. You're allowing, you're kind of becoming the center of attention, right? You're creating this magnet where you're pulling everything in, but you're never giving anything out, if that makes any sense, to get the feedback of how people are kind of responding to you. So both relationship types are unhealthy. The best way to move forward is to, and so this is for me, if I'm not getting any response from you, I'll just pull my energy back, right? It's like I don't need to feel like, it's okay with me if you don't like what I have to offer, right? That's fine. It's no big deal, right? Everybody's kind of at a different place and it's no big deal. But at the same time, I have to be open to accepting whatever has you have to offer, because if you feel like I'm not accepting whatever you are and wherever you're at, and I'm not communicating that way, then you're going to pull your energy back. And you say, well, this person isn't, doesn't understand me. So I'd like you guys to really think about that and think about your relationships, right? Everything is a relationship in nature, relationship with our animals. And it's easy. People get, addicted to their animals because dogs, especially dogs, right? Dogs always love you. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you can come home and your dog will jump in your lap and love you to death. Dogs are, in my opinion, dogs are like little energy vampires, right? They're always just sitting in your lap, sucking your energy. It doesn't matter what they are. But everything is self-awareness, right? We're coming into the springtime, and I think this is something that's happening on a global level. We've gone through this long winter, and now if you find yourself in a dysfunctional group that's in conflict, think about what I said today and how maybe you're allowing a lot of energy in, but you're not putting the energy out, especially when it comes to sales. You might be trying to sell something, but when people come in, they don't feel like you're interested in what you are, if that makes any sense. So you really have to share yourself and then receive from that person at the same time, because it's a relationship, it's a contract. You're trying to create an equal exchange. So have a happy Thursday, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.